Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, April 20th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I feel and value the love Mother Earth has for me. Happy Earth Day. Today, due to it being Earth Day and being that we're in Taurus, which this is not a view held by all astrologers, but it is a view held by some astrologers. I do believe that Earth is one of the co-rulers of Taurus, the energy of Taurus. So this is really a great month to connect in with the Earth, and as it is Earth Day, it's a great day to just get your butt in the dirt or your feet in the dirt or outside if you're allowed with everything going on, or even if you're in the house feeling the dirt like through the floors and everything. Feel that love, feel that support that is always there for you, has always been there for you, is emanating there to support you and hold you, because I think we all need a little holding right now and some support for our root chakras with all of this change going on. That being said, we have a really interesting day. We have the moon shifting into Aries. The moon will shift into Aries at midnight or 12 a.m. Pacific time, so like 1 a.m. Mountain time, for instance. Trying to adjust to this Mountain time thing. It's still very weird. Moon in Aries plus Sun in Taurus is like the hare and the tortoise, or the rabbit and the tortoise, or I have all these animals that are like the same things in my head. So we have that Aries energy, which is just wanting all the green lights. It just wants everything to say go. And then we have the Taurus energy, which is a lot more grounded and slow, like the turtle. So we want to, find balance in these energies. I do want to mention that we're having the moon move into the dark of the moon. So stuff may be coming up. Not to mention, the moon will be crossing Lilith and Chiron. Lilith and Chiron conjunct again. So stuff is coming up for sure. That to me is where we want to take this actionable energy. Moon in Aries, it doesn't necessarily want to stop to feel, and yet when it finally lets itself stop to feel, the moon in Aries does have very deep feelings, especially going over Chiron and Lilith. So it's like, use the actionable energy with the moon in Aries to show up for yourself as you're moving through any of these feels that are coming up. How can you put into action care for that I am energy? We just completed Aries, so now the moon comes through and it's like, did you learn the lesson? Are you tending to yourself? Are you taking care of yourself in this energy? So, celebration card, like dancing in the rain. Even as you feel the feels, how are you being called to show up? So let's talk about this Lilith Chiron Passover again. She oscillates. Lilith, go your own way. The ultimate, we'll call it the Red River Yin. Lilith was so ostracized because she dared to dance to the beat of her own soul. She dared to be like, that's not right for me. This is right for me. I'm taking the path that is right for me. With Chiron, the wounded healer, there are wounds. So we all have wounds for those places in our life where we've been like, this isn't right for me, I'm going this way. And we've gotten in trouble, or we've gotten stopped, or we've been shamed, or whatever. For that yin, that Red River Yin, use my friend Sarah's words, that Red River Yin who had this calling, and for whatever reason, they tried to prohibit it. It's for the witches that they tried to burn who are here again. It's that kind of energy. It needs to be dealt with. It needs to be felt with. So just be very aware that you may feel, that just this kind of ache in your soul, like, oh, come on, world. It's time to accept the yin. And yet we're still fighting it. Everybody who's, still pushing back, like one of the things I keep noticing, like I love this on one hand. On the other hand, there's another me that has other things to say. There are so many posts right now like, it's okay if you feel down. It's okay if you need to rest. It's okay if you can do nothing right now. You're like, it's okay right now. Right now. But it's always been okay for you to honor yourself and honor what's coming up for you and honor those needs. And so that's something to realize in and through this. And again, this is something we want to really tune into as we have this completion of the North Node in Cancer. This lesson is important because we are building a new foundation upon this structure of it's okay that you take care of yourself, and it's okay that you have feelings, and it's okay that you're human, in fact, you know? So this has some really strong, deep energies connected to it. What is interesting is that we're building to this square with Saturn in Aquarius and the Sun in Taurus. The square is very interesting. One of the cards I have is this conditioning card, and I really feel that. Like, Saturn can be those societal expectations, the expectations of our family, the expectations show up. Live the American dream, or live the Parisian dream, or whatever, wherever you live. Live this dream that we have told you to have, instead of tuning into that Lilith energy. Like, oh, this is my way to go. Saturn in Aquarius is working with all of us to build the future, to build something new. And yet there's still that feeling of like, we've been so used to it being this way. So we come against this square energy. This is why we want to tune into what is it that you value, and let that be the foundation that you start building upon, rather than building upon the conditioned foundation that we have largely been living in. The moon in Aries is also connecting to that Saturn energy. Be actionable about what you tune into vibrationally. Again, there's so much craziness right out there in the world. And right before this, one of my friends messaged me about how there's so many people who are like, using these words exactly, you know, you're not woke unless you believe what I'm telling you, unless you believe this thing or that thing or the other. And I really have the strong belief that it's up to no one to tell you what you should be believing. You really do need to tune that in for yourself. And how do you do that? Feel through the vibrations. Does this resonate? Does this connect? Or does it not? And it's okay. You may come back around to it and be like, I was wrong. That's okay. Guess what? We're human. You may come back around to it and be like, it didn't resonate before, but now it resonates now. You must tune in to what is true for you. That is your ultimate power. That is your ultimate personal authority. So do keep that in mind. As anybody is pressuring you to think one thing or the other, you must tune in to what is true for you. That Lilith energy, she knows. So tune into that, because she will tell you, what the heck, dude? Or, no, there's something here. And it may not be the whole story. So just keep tuning into that. You have the ability, as does everybody. It's discernment. It is a muscle that we can grow, but it is there to be utilized. So yeah, we're building into that Saturn-Sun square. Let me show you these cards. The conditioning card. We are going to be feeling this today. You may be feeling it as Taurus starts getting moving. What am I doing with my life? What am I producing? What am I putting out there? Your worth does not rely on any of that. How are you participating? How are you showing up in regards to your vibration? How are you sorting through the stuff? How are you honoring yourself at this time? That's what we really want to look at. And Khalil Gibral, I don't know how to say his name. Forget not that the earth longs to, play with your hair, like rush the winds through your hair. I'm totally getting the quote wrong, but connect to the earth, because the earth, whether it's through the winds or through the dirt, is really longing to connect with you, and that is going to help you reconnect to your ultimate nature so that you can participate and get past this and get past the guilt, the burden, the cock on the head, see, of anybody else's opinions or shoulds. So That is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.